This is BBC 4. Over to our news team now for BBC World News Today.
This is BBC World News Today with me, Zeinab Badawi. Britain's most senior Catholic resigns after allegations of inappropriate sexual behaviour towards priests. The immediate resignation of Scotland's Cardinal Keith O'Brien is accepted by the Pope. He's contesting the allegations, but his departure has shocked Roman Catholics. Too tight to call, the outcome of Italy's general election hangs in the balance. The Eurozone holds its breath. Political uncertainty is one thing it can do without. Traces of horse meat are found in IKEA's meatballs. The furniture giant withdraws them from sale in 21 European countries. What next? And Daniel Day-Lewis makes Hollywood history, lifting his third Oscar for his role in Lincoln. We'll bring you all the drama from the evening. Hello and welcome. The Roman Catholic Church has suffered an embarrassing and unexpected blow at a time of transition. Britain's most senior Roman Catholic cleric, Cardinal Keith O'Brien, is stepping down as the head of the church in Scotland just a month before his retirement at the age of 75. He says he will not be going to Rome to participate in the conclave to choose a new pope. Cardinal O'Brien's decision follows allegations of inappropriate behaviour towards 4 priests dating back to the 1980s, claims he contests. Here's our religious affairs correspondent, Robert Piggott. Thanks very much indeed. It sounds like it's a fast-moving situation there on the election count in Italy. Now let's take a look at some of the day's other news in brief. The funeral of a Palestinian man who died in Israeli custody has taken place in the West Bank. Thousands of Palestinians waving flags packed the streets in Sa'ir. Palestinians accuse Israel of torturing Arafat Jaradat to death. Israel says a post-mortem was inconclusive and that investigations into his death continue. The new US Secretary of State John Kerry has met the British Prime Minister David Cameron in London as part of his first trip abroad in the job. London is his first stop on his tour, which will take in Europe's main capitals, Turkey and the Middle East. Mr. Kerry succeeded Hillary Clinton as the top US diplomat in early February. Russia has become the latest country to ban smoking. President Putin has signed new legislation which bans smoking in hospitals, schools and some public transport from June this year. From next summer, it will be extended to cover long-distance trains, hotels and restaurants. 40% of all Russian adults are thought to be smokers. Yet another retailer has fallen foul of the horse meat scandal. The Swedish furniture company IKEA has pulled a batch of meatballs from the shelves of its stores in the UK, Sweden and 19 other countries across Europe after tests in the Czech Republic found they contained, guess what, horse meat. The frozen meatballs were made in Sweden and labelled as beef and pork. The furniture retailer said its own controls had not shown any traces of horse meat. Jeremy Cook has the story. Very quickly, who would you have given an Oscar to who was left off that list?
I would have loved to see The Master actually recognised across the board more than it was. It got a few acting nominations, but was widely overlooked this year. Yeah,
and I know you think that the host Seth MacFarlane, the comic writer, really didn't do a very good job, but...
Yes, not one of their proudest ceremonies overall, I think.
Guy, thanks very much indeed for taking us through those Oscars, the winners and the losers. Quick reminder now of our top story. The most senior Roman Catholic cleric in Britain, Cardinal Keith O'Brien, has resigned in the wake of allegations that he behaved inappropriately towards priests 3 decades ago. And that's all from World News Today for the moment. From me, Zeinab Badawi and the team, goodbye.
Hello. Well, as far as the weather goes this week, I don't think it's going